So today here we have, in conjunction with the New York State Restaurant Association and the Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr., who presents Savor the Bronx, the borough's first ever restaurant week beginning Tuesday, November 1st. This event will showcase the Bronx's best eateries, who will be offering some pretty tasty lunch and dinner specials. Here to dish out more information is the Executive Director of the Bronx Tourism Council, Doris Quinones. Welcome, Doris.
Hi, Sylvia. Good to be with you.
So can you tell me, what was the thought process in bringing Restaurant Week to the Bronx? We always hear about it in Manhattan and various different places. Why the Bronx?
Well, the Bronx has just an amazing array of restaurants, and many of them really reflect the cultural diversity of the borough as well. And more and more, they're being recognized by magazines and guides to restaurants like Zagat, even Michelin. And so it just seemed like the ideal time to really package the experience, both for New Yorkers and for visitors. And Restaurant Week is just a tried and true formula that's worked well in other communities. And so we felt it was a really great time to bring it to the Bronx.
I know the Michelin Star, the Michelin Award, is a very big award as far as chefs are concerned, as far as eateries are concerned. Can you tell me, do we have any Michelin restaurants here in the Bronx?
We do have Michelin restaurants, and we have lots of Zagat rated restaurants, and those change year to year, so folks should go to those websites to see which ones are rated. But what was really exciting to us is that Bronx restaurants are on the map in a way that hasn't been the case in the past. And so at the Tourism Council, we're especially excited about that, because so many times when people go to visit a community, eating is a big part of the visitor experience. And so we want to be sure that they understand that there is so much of that to be had here. And of course, for even residents, a lot of times they'll have friends or family come in from out of town. And it's important that our own residents be armed with information on where you can take your own visitors to have a great meal here in the Bronx. And of course, they'll want to visit Manhattan and the region too, but it's important that they be armed with that information. And the Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr., one of his key goals has been to really get greater recognition of all Bronx resources. And so restaurants are very much up there with our cultural institutions, with our performing arts, as information we want to get out to the public.
I noticed that the Restaurant Week spans like Central American, African, Asian, South Asian. It touches on various different regions. Basically, for the refined palate or someone who's interested in developing their palate, they have an opportunity to visit these various different restaurants. Is this Restaurant Week similar to the other Restaurant Weeks where there is a discount on dining in? What's the discount going to be like?
Well, restaurants have a choice of either offering free dessert and coffee or wine when someone purchases an entree, and that's the offer that some of our restaurants are making. Others are simply taking 20% off the tab, and others are doing a prefix meal where for a certain low price, they'll get a 3-course lunch or dinner. And as you say, it really is the spectrum of excellent Bronx restaurants. So people will find some of their favorites, for example, on City Island, like Portofino's, like a new French bistro that's opened up on City Island, as well as on Arthur Avenue, Mario's, which is really legendary, Zero Otonove, which is one of those restaurants that's consistently rated as among New York City's top restaurants. And then there'll be a chance to explore new places, like there's in Throg's Neck, there's a new restaurant called Flamboyant that's participating. Also in Throg's Neck, of course, Tosca. If you're more in the mood for a pub, there's the great Bronx Ale House at Kingsbridge, the Rambling House at Woodlawn. So there's something for everybody, and just a nice opportunity to either explore a new place you haven't been to, or go back to a favorite knowing you're going to get a fantastic deal while you're there.
This discussion has made me so hungry. So when does this event start?
It starts on November 1st on Tuesday, and Restaurant Week is actually 2 weeks, so it'll go through Sunday, November 13th.
Perfect. So if people want to find out more information, do they visit I Love the Bronx, or where should they log on to?
They can always get information at ilovethebronx.com about everything going on in the Bronx, but there's a special website set up for Restaurant Week,
Okay.
and that's savorthebronx.org. And we also want to give thanks to our other partners. American Express is sponsoring Bronx Restaurant Week, and the Bronx Overall Economic Development Corporation, the Bronx Chamber of Commerce are partners together with, as you said, the New York State Restaurant Association. There'll also be food tours going on. Of course, our Taste of the Bronx food show right here at Lehman in December. So food is on the menu in the Bronx, and we want folks to take advantage of all of those.
So the food tour will be in conjunction with the Restaurant Week, or is that at another time?
Actually, we're planning to have some, there's some tour operators who are planning food tours during that 2-week period. And we also encourage people to visit the website, savorthebronx.com, to visit the website as we get closer to, and even during those 2 weeks, restaurants are coming on board all the time. So they should really check it just when they're making their meal plans and find out who are the latest participants.
Thank you, Doris. Make sure you visit savorthebronx.com and check out what is available for Restaurant Week.